What's up, guys? Thanks for rocking me. It's Wednesday. Wednesday is normally my record day because I'm not with you guys all day, so I'm with you in the future, if you think about it. Anyways, thanks for coming in. Today we're going to focus on algebra equations. I had a request for how to undo fractions, and fractions I know are not your guys' friends. In fact, 5 out of 4 people don't understand them. Hopefully, all of you, a whole portion of you got that. So I give the people what they want, and the people want 300 subs, and the people want merch. So we're going to get some merch one of these days. But let's focus our efforts on dun, 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 undoing fractions. So what is a fraction? What is a fraction mathematically? It's just division. So if you have something like this, right? Don't read it as, oh, x fraction 2, x over 2. What you have is x divided by 2, and we know in equations we undo division via multiplication. Right? Multiply by 2 on both sides. X equals 6. So I put both sides in parentheses, and I multiplied because I wanted to undo the division to get the variable by itself. That's the goal. We're always just trying to find out what value for x makes the equation true. Let's go back to the black. Let's do a negative number in case you guys are a little iffy on that. Let's do y this time. You can use different letters. It's okay. Say I got negative 3 that I'm dividing by. So what's the goal? Get the variable by itself. How do you get the variable by itself? Inverse operations. Negative y divided by 3 tells me my operation that I'm currently doing, but I don't want to do what I'm currently doing. I want to do the inverse to go where I want to go. So I'm going to multiply by negative 3 on both sides because I got to keep it balanced. The negative 3's simplify to 1. That make a 1y. I can write the 1y, or I can just write y. Either way works. I forgot my train tracks. Don't let me get sloppy on you guys. And then we get negative 12. So really we can just say that y is negative 12. And then the question becomes, what does that mean? What does it mean? Pump the Jack the Pumpkin King. Pump the, I don't know what else should go in there. You test by substitution, you plug in. So we can say, okay, well, I got negative 12, and I'm just putting this in parentheses because I got a little nervous with the negative signs. That equals 4. Well, what is a negative negative? Well, we know that's a positive, so it's positive 12 divided by 3, which is 4, and 4 equals 4, and we are good to go because that is true. Speak facts only, guys. Only facts, only facts. Let me see the car facts. Let me see your math facts. Carfax Fox. All right. You ready for a two-step version of this? So what have we got? 10 equals x divided by 4 minus 5. Nothing crazy. Not too brazy. We got a two-step equation though. And how do you know it's two steps? Well, we're doing two things to the x. You have to get rid of this division by 4. You have to get rid of this subtraction by 5. So to do that, we're going to first do what? It's my Dora moment. Yes, you're going to get rid of the subtraction before you get rid of the division. So we're going to add 5 on both sides. We're going to add 5 on both sides. We're going to make that happen like that. We're going to get 15. We're going to get equals x divided by 4. Added 5 on both sides. Addition, property of equality. Beautiful. Now, how do you get rid of division? Yeah, y'all getting it. Put it in parentheses. Put it in parentheses. You got 4. You got 4 because you're multiplying both sides by 4 because you were dividing by 4. Now these simplify to make a 1. If you don't know what I mean, how many times does 4 go into 4? If you have $4 and you got to share it with 4 people, each person will get $1. It simplifies to 1, so you got 1x or just plain old x. 4 times 15 is, there's a reason why I don't know why we call it a quarter of an hour, because we use quarters for money. What is a quarter of an hour? It's 15 minutes, so it's 60 minutes. X equals 60, that's your solution. If you plugged it back in, you'd get 60 divided by 4, which is 15, minus 5, which is 10, and 10 equals 10. Do you guys feel like I'm talking fast? Or are you just listening slow? Just saying. What if we go with a 7 minus an x divided by 7 equals 9? Get a little spicy. I like spicy. I like spicy. So here we go. I definitely recommend, guys, whenever you're watching any of my math videos, that if you feel like you're starting to get it, pause the video, do the problem, rewind the video if you went a little too far, press play, see what I did, see what you do, and compare. That's actual learning. That's like being in school for free. Start selling this content. All right, train track. Get the x by itself is the goal. If you look at the side with the x, there's 2 7s. 2 7s, 1 7 is being added, 1 7 is being divided. So we have to use inverse operations, which means we have to subtract and multiply. So let's subtract first. Bam, bam, bam. Don't forget about this negative sign. I almost lost it. Negativity follows you. So I got to cut all them fake friends out of there. Bam, bam. Hopefully you're following me. If not, drop a question in the comments. And also, by the way, let's breathe. Let's breathe. It's been 6 minutes of intense mathematics. And if you haven't hit that like video on the video, hit that thumbs up. If you don't got notifications, so you didn't even know that I dropped this video, what are you doing with your life? Hit that notification. And you can't do that unless you are subscribing. So hit subscribe because we are so close to hitting 300. So now we're back. Whew. So we're going to get rid of this negative and this 7. And how do you do that? Well, you could do it in 2 steps, but why? We're going to get it done in 1. So if you're dividing, the inverse operation is multiplying. So let's multiply by negative 7 on both sides. X equals negative 14. Okay. I think by now you should be feeling good. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to give you guys dos problemas. And I'll make one a little simpler. Hang on. I don't want to give you guys a negative for no reason. Let me keep it simple. Okay. That's one. Now the other, let's do spicy. Okay. Pause the video. Thanks. Welcome back. You guys listen so well. Or you don't. But I'll pretend that you are. 2 points for you. For Gryffindor. That's what I am. Harry Potter. Although we ain't really messing with the Harry Potter art these days. I'm mostly Gryffindor with then the next one will be Slytherin. Although I wonder if that's where I am now. Because I feel like I'm a little more maybe Ravenclaw-y than I used to be. Anyways, 2 steps. Let's get rid of this division. Let's get rid of this addition. We should get rid of the addition first by subtracting 6 on both sides. You got to keep it balanced. X divided by 3 equals 10 to minus 6, which is 4. And then what we got to do is we got to take that and multiply that by tree. All three of y'all. X equals 12. That's your solution. If you're unsure, if you're unconvinced, if you don't trust me because you think I'm fake news, find out for yourself. Plug it in. You get 12 divided by 3, which is 4, and 4 plus 6 is 10. That makes it true. True. Alright, this one, guys, order doesn't matter. Don't get confused. If the number comes first or the variable comes first, I try to switch it up so you don't get... A lot of kids see it differently for the first time. They freak out. So we're going to add 2 on both sides because we're still going to undo addition and subtraction before we touch any division or multiplication. We're going to get x divided by 4, and that's going to be equal to negative 4. And we're going to multiply by putting both sides in parentheses because we don't want to mess up later on when we have crazier problems that we have to multiply across. We got x equals negative 16. Honestly, guys, I think this is a pretty solid video. I don't want to overload your brain. We've already been here for about 10 minutes, and in YouTube land, 10 minutes is about as much as you want to make. So, undoing fractions. A fraction in math is really just division. If we're trying to solve an equation, we're trying to find the value that makes the equation true, which means the left side is equal to the right side. So to do that, use inverse operations until you get the x isolated all by itself. So when you get the variable, the letter, it could be x, could be anything, all alone because you had added or subtracted, you multiplied or divided, you did whatever you had to do. You got your solution. You did what you had to do. You did it. High five. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Drop down in the comments in the comment box if you watched the video, if you enjoyed the video. Just say something, guys. Feedback's awesome. Hit that like button. See you Hansenators later.